do you make her sign the prenup?
Of course.
Really? 100% she signs a prenup.
You wouldn't get your wife to sign a prenup? You're an idiot if you say no.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I don't know. She can keep half. She wants to leave me, dude. Fuck it.
I've been poor for far too long. And I value my money so much now, my meager amount of money, but I'm not broke anymore. I value it so much, the idea of parting with half of it, especially when it accumulates into a respectable sum, I would probably commit suicide after losing 50%.
Yeah, that'd be tough, man. That'd be really, really tough.
I was poor for my entire 20s. It blew. I always had $2,000 at least in credit card debt, like a millstone around my neck. I spent money frivolously. One thing I noticed about Fan Jerry, and he'll admit to it, Fan Jerry's always in such heavy debt, what with child support, tuition from when he was in college for a little bit, old vehicle payments. He's always so far in debt that any money he has in his bank account that's surplus, that doesn't have to go immediately to food or rent, he just blows it. Because when you're in debt, it's all fairy money.
Yeah.
You can't even have the satisfaction of saving and being on top of the $0 mark. Right. So it all feels like Uncle Sam's money anyway. You have no attachment to it.
I got lucky. I had zero debt because of baseball in college, and I was really lucky with the one commercial that I landed right. I was still living at home, and I was working as an appliance salesman, and I had just gotten an agent, only commercials and only for baseball stuff. And the first audition was Moneyball, and the second one was a Mercedes audition, national, which usually pay between $20,000 to $30,000, and I landed it. And I put that money in the bank, all of it, and I don't think I've ever spent it, and I've kept it there as like a cushion, and then I've just built upon that. But thank God I never had credit card debt. I always had like that cushion. And I've had I've had a car for almost 10 years now. The shitty Nissan that you so vehemently insulted, and before that I had a shitty Camry. I'm like an advocator of shitty cars. I don't think that you should advocate.
I could be wrong. Who knows? Advocator might be in the dictionary too.
Advocate of shitty cars, because that's the number one thing that a lot of young people I think make mistakes in. Like I have a buddy who he makes a lot of money, but he's got a payment for his cars. It's $500, and then he has to pay $600 to his student debt. So every single month plus rent. So it's like that adds already like another almost rent to his fucking already the rent that he's paying. So it's like he'll never like get out of that debt, man. It's just always there. And yeah,
cars are killer.
Cars are killer. And you saved money on the car, but I'm telling you, every young person that I know making the bad financial decisions, it's almost always a car, man. It's so pointless.
I know a couple of YouTubers right now. One I was talking to, who granted he is pretty successful, he was telling me he was going to get a Tesla, and in the back of my head I thought, come on, man, whatever money you're paying. So even if a Tesla payment is what, $600-700 a month?
Yeah, it's just to the wind.
It's going to add up to almost $10,000 at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Not quite, but in the neighborhood, somewhere between 5 and 10. Mm-hmm. That's money that if you just sock that away.
Yeah, it's a rainy day shit, man. I mean, you need it, dude. Eventually, you will need that money.
In 2 years, that's almost what you made for that first ad.
Yep.
That cushion that's been keeping you afloat. My roommate, Noah, this is the funniest story, actually. I don't want to say this for certain in case any of the insurance agents were listening, but from what we can tell, he was basically texting and driving, ran a red light, and got T-boned.
No.
For some mysterious insurance reasons, he pulled into the driveway the next day with a brand new Tesla model, shitty model.
What?
Not the nice one. And he says it just worked out that it actually ended up being cheaper, or they couldn't tell whose fault it was. But I still asked him, I'm like, dude, how much fucking money was that Tesla?
Yeah.
And it's something in the neighborhood of $500, $600, $700 a month that I know he cannot afford. He tells me he's only able to save like $2,500 a year. And dude, right there, that's 3 times that much money if you weren't driving the Tesla.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough living in Los Angeles is fucked. But yeah, that's the car really kills you there. And why do you need that? Like, you could buy a Honda for $5,000 that has less than 100,000 miles. It's going to last you for 250,000 miles. It'll last you 10 years, that car.
Guys are insecure. That's what it comes down to. Everybody's insecure.
Yeah. I don't think a car matters, but now specifically, I can literally tell you that you do not need a car to ever go on a date. I know so many dudes. It's like the responsible thing to do is Ubering to a date now. You don't want to go and drive, pick up the girl. That's awkward. It's weird. You fucking meet him somewhere. Both take Ubers and then Uber together back, or you can pay for Uber back, but whatever. But you don't have to fucking pick her up.
You know who we should probably direct this all at? The guy over there, our producer, who drives a Hornet Yellow Mustang 2022.
No, it's 2006.
It's a 2005
it's he got a good deal on that.
Is that only a 2005?
Yeah, it looks nice.
It looks so new.
Nice, dude. It looks nice.
All right, you've kept that thing up. You deserve that car.
Yeah, he's a car guy, dude. He's actually makes me want to buy a Mustang, and they're actually really, really cheap.
I got it for $7,700
Dude, how many years ago?
when I was 16. So
Any physical compensation?
like 4 years.
I know that was your sexual prime.
He did.
What was that?
I'm sure.
Any physical compensation you had to fork over to?
Did you blow the guy?
No, but I've gotten blown in the car.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you have.
By men?
And my penis was so big, she gagged on it, and
And she died.
then she
You
went
got
to
in
the
a car
hospital. It was
accident.
crazy.
I'm telling you guys, you couldn't tell the difference between my penis and the stick shift.
But no,
you,
the
Austin.
Mustang's a good dude. It's the cheapest sports car there is, and it's a good deal, and they're easy to fix, and it's probably gonna be my next car. Fuck it.
If you show up to a date and your car doesn't have pigeon shit all over the hood,
Yeah.
you're fine. I mean, I would say you have to clean out the interior, but Leo never even bothers to do
Nah,
that.
I don't do that either. I
Your
think
car-
it's like
your interior is
accept me for
as
who
is
I am.
mine. As is mine.
Yeah, yours
It's a
is
mess.
too. It's a mess. It's a sign of genius. I heard.